Hey everybody, it's John with the Simplest Biz. I had a funny story from last week I wanted to share with you. I've been meaning to do this video about it. What happened was, well, first off, before I get into it, if this is the first time you come across this video, this is the Simplest Biz. It's about a simple, straightforward business model about pallets, where I'm not lifting this stuff or storing it, or I don't have employees. I do this all solo, and I get hundreds and hundreds a day, and I'm taking these pallets that I get for free, at least 95% of them for free, and I'm taking them to businesses that need them, and I'm teaching you guys how to set this thing up so you can do the same thing where you live. Okay, so that's a short synopsis. A lot more to go into about all this because there's a lot of other things in play, but go to the Simplest Biz for you, FOR.com. Hey, if you like this video, also, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. You'll get alerted when new videos come through. Okay, that's out of the way. So, last week, and this happens quite often, in this business model, I know how to move a lot of different stuff, a lot of different styles of pallets, and then there's crates and drums and dunnage and all that. Well, there are scavengers out there, and these scavengers, they don't know how to talk to a business. They don't know how to help businesses. They're scavenging for standard 4840 pallets. And they don't, but there's dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of other different styles of pallets, plus all this other stuff I mentioned earlier, that come into play that we can get for free and then help us for exclusivity. So I had picked up a load last week, and all different sizes. I had some that are, 5 foot, 6 foot long. I had some 48 by 48s, 36 by 48s, variations of all different size pallets, and they're all mixed together on my truck, on my flatbed. And I look in the rearview mirror, and again, I see another little pallet guy with a beat up truck. And, the guy who, all he does is try to get one style pallet and sell it to the pallet yard. Well, he's perplexed. He's following me. Because he's perplexed. He's looking at my truck and going, where does he get all that? And where does he take all this stuff? I can't sell that to the pallet yard. Right? Because that's all he knows. He's leaving 5 times the money on the table and competing for that one style of pallet. He's very limited in the scope. So he's following me, and my first inclination, and I used to do this way back when I'd find people doing this, these other guys, these scavengers, and I would circle around the block and go down alleys and stuff and try to lose them. That was just my mindset back then. But I realized I serve my businesses that I deal with in the right way. I consult them in the right way. I go way above and beyond just providing pallets to them. I'm able to help them, logistically, internally, a lot of problems that they have that I can educate them on. And that's what I teach my students to do as well. So at this point, when this happened last week, I don't have any fear. I go straight to my customer, and drive right up, and I see him passing by and go, he can go in there after me and try to steal my business. Well, that's not going to happen. I have really tight relationships with my customers. Of course, in e-business, you want to do that. Plus, this guy hadn't bathed in 3 days. And again, I've consulted these businesses, and I'm tethered to them in so many different ways that they'll have people come in and try to lowball or whatever, but they shoo them away, and it doesn't matter. So this is all being said because you will have your competition jealous of you for not knowing what they don't know. They don't know how to move all this other stuff, and they're completely perplexed. I've seen the same guys out there for literally 10 years straight still selling to pallet yards. And even if they wanted to do the model right, the sad state of affairs is they don't know how to, they're not prepared for real business. They like I said, they haven't bathed in 3 days, and some are kind of scary looking, and it looks like their truck is tied together with dental floss, and it's just not conducive to business. And plus, they don't have the knowledge that they need to know to do this the right way, to maximize. They do a load, and they're going to pull in like $100, but I do a load and I'm pulling in $500 because of the way I go about it and the way I teach you guys how to go about it. So I just think it's funny that I get stopped at gas stations, by these guys. I'll have drums and boxes and crates or whatever, and they're stopping me again and going, what are you doing with this? Which pallet yard do you deal with? And I just chuckle a little bit, and I'm nice and all to them, but inside I'm kind of giggling that pallet yard I don't deal with. You don't need to be doing that yourself, truthfully. But anyway, I thought I'd share, and you will be tracked doing this business by other people, but they're not going to be able to figure it out. And I don't even consider them competition. So I wanted to share that with you folks, and let me get back to keeping my eye on the road here, okay? Y'all have a good one, and we'll see you in the next video. The Simplest Biz foryou.com. Go in there, opt in, get more information, and set up an appointment with us so you can ask some questions and get information on maybe moving forward if that's what your plan is. All right? Be good.